Hey everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Disabled Reality. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have a very interesting topic for today's show and a very important topic as well, in which it is people who run a business with little to no proper open communication. So let's get right into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I said it before in prior episodes. You cannot run any sort of business without proper open communication with one another. Okay? And I'm gonna also explain it in another way. One of my own doctors, who's a very good doctor, by the way, you know, um, one day I found out that this doctor diagnosed me with something and then he never even told me, right? And he put it on my record. And then here's the other thing. When I found out that this diagnosis was put on my record, I didn't even know it was him because there was no name attached to who diagnosed me with uh, this thing. And I'm going through all my providers. I'm trying to find out who did it and stuff. And everybody was saying that they didn't do it, they didn't do it, they didn't do it. Right? So um, I filed my complaint with the hospital, right? And because I found out that it was on my record through our local hospital, and so I filed my complaint and stuff like that, and then I found out later on that it was this particular provider that uh, wrote this um, illness or whatever, that he said that I had, and at that time I didn't even get tested for it at that time, and he just put it on there and whatever. Didn't even tell me he was going to do it, right? And I understand why he did it because of insurance purposes. And I was going to do the test. I had to just go to his office, pick up the script, and do the test. You know, and if it came back that I had this illness or whatever, um, then he could send me for the proper treatment, and he wouldn't have problems with the insurances and stuff. But anyways, to make a long story short, I did the test for it, and it came back stipulating that I do not have this particular illness. So, yes, this provider put the cart before the horse, and now it has to be stricken from my record that because I don't have that particular illness. And so, anyways, there was little to no communication, right? He didn't tell me what he was doing and stuff like that, and I was in a frenzy for a very long time, right? And that's an example of why it's so important to have proper open communication. It's so important, like you have no idea. And then now I found out from this doctor's office that uh, when they try to call the lab to try to get the test results, because I didn't get the test results until today. They try to get it. His office tried to call the main lab to try to get the test results because they didn't get the test results to his office either from them. So, but anyways, to make a long story short, uh, today I got the test results, but they still did not send it to my doctor's office. So the person from the lab told the rep at my doctor's office that they would have to wait another month or so to get the test results. And then when I told the woman who works at my doctor's office, I said, "Listen, I got the test results today," and she goes, "How did you get it before us?" I said, "Excuse me." I said, "I don't know. They just put it on there." So I says, I could print it out and send you guys a copy." And so she goes, "Yes, please, because we don't understand how they gave it to you first before us, because the doctor was supposed to read it before you can read it. And I said, listen, let me just print it out. I'll send it to you. And that's exactly what I did. And she said the doctor was going to read it and then get back to me. And the doctor never got back to me still. And then she goes that she said she tried to call the hospital because their office could not get a look into my records. And apparently the hospital did not tell them that they locked his office out from any of my test results that he ordered. And my doctor works for the hospital. So they never told him what they were doing. And again, no proper open communication. That's not a good way to run a business. Seriously, it's not a good way to run anything. And I've said this in prior episodes too, ladies and gentlemen. To run anything properly, really, to run any business properly, you got to have proper open communication. Without that, you don't have a business, really, because it's going to flop. And then you guys are going to get into trouble. So, but anyways, that's why, ladies and gentlemen, whether it be business or even in personal life, you gotta have proper open communication with one another. You got to. Otherwise, everything is gonna crumble. And then you're not gonna have anything. So, but anyways, I want to remind all my fans out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. The link to there is awldny.com. You guys could check out all the items on there. And I also wanted to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway. And the link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. You guys could check out all the pages on there. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.